Hello, dear viewers. Thank you for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I ask you to choose the stone that draws you today. You can choose more than one if you'd like. You can choose one and ask a question of spirit and choose one for the answer. For those of you who chose the blue stone, we have the Two of Cups. We have the Temperance Angel as your major arcana, so that's the heart of the matter. And we have the Page of Cups. So the Temperance Angel, I like the Temperance Angel because it's saying that you're being wise, you're being temperate, you're not rushing, and you probably have angelic help and support to do that. Sometimes the Temperance Angel, sometimes it means things are happening gradually. Once in a while that can be frustrating. But really, I feel with these cards, it's not. It's not frustrating. It's just more like you know that it makes sense to not take risks. It makes sense to dip a toe in the water and see how it feels before you jump on in. And it makes sense to accept that most things in life are resolved gradually or accomplished gradually. So that's a lot of wisdom, planning. Two of Cups and Page of Cups on either side. Look at all the cups in this reading. We have balance. We have mutually emotionally rewarding conversations. We have the Page of Cups, which is actually some delight. So what's interesting about this is it may be a time of increased emotional and relational balance for you. This is a lovely card. You may have an interaction with someone that you really do see eye to eye with. There may be a pact, an agreement. You may set up some kind of meeting. You may agree to do something, or simply seem to be seeing things the same way. And the Page of Cups is sort of a delightful figure that tempts you to be more childlike and just go with the spontaneity. But you would be doing that in a wise and temperate way. So I love these cards. These are really good cards today, and they're probably for more than just today. So those are great. You're doing well, and you should be able to enjoy some things. For those of you who chose the green stone, Aventurine, we have the Lover's card. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Ace of Coins. All right. So now the Lover's card is your major arcana. Nice card. The cards on either side make me think that you may, if you're in a relationship, if you're in a primary relationship, there may be a situation where you're having a little bit of conflict about financial opportunity or increased security. And there may be some, arguing that for the sake of winning. So there might be something you're quite passionate about. I don't feel like that's a bad thing, because this Lover's card suggests to me there's lots of love in this relationship. It just may be that you are hammering out the details of how to increase your security, your sense of security, and what you want to do with your money. You may be hammering out those details, and maybe one or both of you getting a little stubborn, wanting to win these arguments. Very human, especially when we're talking about things that affect our sense of security. Because, when people don't feel safe, they get, I've got to have this other person see it this way, that kind of thing. So there might be some of that going on. The good news is that Lover's card says that you're in love. You make up. If you're hammering out these details, necessary part of the relationship, maybe you could soften it a little and realize safety issues might be triggering, a sense of safety, threatened, might be triggering this. Or the other one could soften it a little. You could maybe understand that that's where they're coming from. They're triggered because their sense of security is threatened. But you always make up, it looks like, and there's lots of love. So that's the good news. If this is not about a relationship for you, and instead this is more about a spiritual kind of love, feeling the love, then that must be love and support for you, because there's a victory here with a cutting away. There's Spirit's trying to help you to feel safer, bring more practical help and security to you. Sometimes money, sometimes health, sometimes some other source of security, but there's an opportunity for enhanced security for you right now. And Spirit may be helping you to cut something away that doesn't serve you, which would really be a victory. And Spirit's going to do that by helping you to understand you're very loved, you're very lovable, you're very valued, and you deserve to have maybe greater sense of security. You deserve that. So those are lovely cards. This powerful major arcana is generally terrific. So for those of you who chose this rose-colored heart, we have the Hanged Man, the Chariot. Well, interesting. We have the Chariot with the Hanged Man and the Two of Swords. Wow. So something's pulling you forward quickly, and it feels like it's not anything you initiated. You know, it's just, or if you did, now it's moving with a force of its own. It's pulling you ahead very quickly. Could have happened suddenly. But, you know, this can be, too, just the energy over this time, because things are changing quickly. You know, things are pulling us forward right now. We're in pandemic, and there's all kinds of new things to deal with. So there's that, but then combined with the Hangman. So something might be pulling you forward, but yet the Hanged Man means there's a delay. So maybe there's a delay in being able to act on something else. So you have this sort of interesting internal conflict, perhaps, because your plans have been delayed. On the other hand, it seems like the universe must have some other kind of plan, because that's all of a sudden taking off and pulling you with it. So that's challenging, because Spirit sometimes uses a situation like this to give us a delay so that we can see things from a different perspective. Like this man, he is not fighting the delay. He is simply hanging with it. And he is all right with taking time to look at it from a different perspective, figuring he will learn some things in this time. And when it is time to act, he may make much better choices. So the Two of Swords is also right, that delay in making a decision. Am I going to go with plan A or plan B? It depends upon. And with the Chariot, we don't know what is upcoming, right? And it feels like a rocky ride. Very good, powerful energy moving forward, though. So I think this is all about being restful and sort of balanced in your waiting, because this Two of Swords woman, she knows she has a good plan in both hands. She knows plan A is good. It's a sword. It's intellectual. She knows plan B is good. And she's sort of meditatively, restfully holding them. But the tension is there. Same with this one. You see the tension, waiting for this change to occur. It's okay, though. You're making the best of it. You're not letting it be a harmfully tense situation. Instead, these people are in yoga poses. You're letting it strengthen you. So that's excellent. And Spirit is going to use this to give you a new perspective, a fuller, more enlightened perspective on things. So for those of you who chose this orange stone with the black spots, we have the Star card, we have the Two of Coins, and we have the Three of Coins. So there should be hopefulness for you. Spirit is saying there's a reason to be hopeful. You may, you're managing, you're balancing. This is sometimes balancing money, sometimes balancing other sources of security, home and health, home and work, money and family, you know, balancing your sources of security. Nimble juggler, you're doing it. Even though there might be turbulence in the background and it might feel challenging, you do it well. And the Three of Coins, you're building some security for the future, probably in consultation with others or benefiting from other support or information. So, but that three doesn't feel entirely stable yet, right? You're building, you're balancing, you're doing your juggling act. So it might feel like a little uncertain, like, am I going to pull through this and manage to keep my balls in the air? Well, the hope card says, yes, you will. You know, the star card says, in fact, you may be a star at this, you know, especially with this 2 of coins. So the hope card says, yes, you will. Be hopeful. Be hopeful. You're managing, you're maintaining, and you're building. All right. Well, I thank you so much, and I hope you have a marvelous day. Take care. Bye-bye.